I was shot at point-blank range, and I still spoke for over an hour. It was on the night of October 14th, in the thick of the 1912 campaign. To be plain, I had not wanted to enter into the campaign at all. I believed that progressive issues could be addressed by other people. But Taft and the Republicans abandoned the reform measures that we had begun during my administration. And the progressives persuaded me to throw my hat into the ring. And of course the Democrats proffered the worst possible candidate they could, Woodrow Wilson. He was one who paid lip loyalty to progressive issues, but he was a flim-flammer who only cared about Wilson. I was traveling throughout the northern states in Michigan and Minnesota and Wisconsin, and I arrived in Milwaukee with the traveling party. My traveling party and I dined at Hotel Gilpatrick, and the time came for us to depart for the auditorium nearby. George Morse brought his automobile to the entrance, and by then a crowd had gathered cheering for me. But in the shadows there was a single man, a man who had worse intents, and truly, often the worst things wait for us in the shadows. While the crowd was cheering, I heard a shot ring out, and I could feel a pinch of pain. And I realized, and I said to my friend Harry that he pinked me very quickly. I believe it was one of the stenographers who grabbed the gunman before he could fire another shot. I could see John shrank there, and I could see that there was nothing in his eye. He seemed to be aware of what he had done, but very little else. And I feared that it would be very easy for people to become very angry very quickly. And I told the officers to take charge of him and see that there is no violence done to him, because truly crowds could very easily be swayed to violence. And the crowd was cleared rather quickly, and we drove through in the automobile. One of my secretaries, McGrath it was, I believe, he saw me and exclaimed, "You have a hole in your overcoat, Mr. President." And I told him that I knew it. I opened up the overcoat, and I could see that my shirt and coat and vest were soaking in blood. The lads were insistent that I be driven to the hospital, and I told them that I am good now. I don't know how long I may be. This may be my last talk in this cause to our people. And while I am good, I am going to drive to the hall and deliver my speech. And we drove to the auditorium, and the doctors had been summoned there, and they opened up my clothes. And they suggested that I should not speak at all. I simply asked if anyone had a handkerchief, and someone offered me theirs, and I used it to cover up the wound. And I rebuttoned my clothes up, and I said, "Now, gentlemen, let's go in." I would say there were at least 9,000 there. Word had reached them, and an explanation was given of my situation. And when I stepped up onto the stage, someone in the audience cried out, "Fake!" And I said to them, "It is no fake." And I opened my coat and showed them my blood-stained vest. I said to them, "Friends, I wish you to be as quiet as possible. I don't know whether you fully understand that I have just been shot, but it takes more than that to kill a bull moose." But fortunately, I had my manuscript, so that you see, I was going to make a long speech. And there is the bullet. Well, there is where the bullet went through. And it probably saved me from it going into my heart. The bullet is in me now, so that I cannot make a very long speech, but I will try my best. It was about 45 minutes before I asked anyone how much time had passed. And once they told me, I said, well, I should only speak for 45 minutes more. But after about an hour and 20 minutes, I determined that I had said what I needed to say and should make my way to the hospital. The doctors were less concerned, and they believed that I did not even have to have the bullet removed. Oh yes, I still have the bullet in me. I was shot at nearly point-blank range and was still able to speak for over an hour. But truly I believed that despite any difficulty or danger to myself, that what was more important was the cause. I believed that this was possibly the last opportunity I had to say what needed to be said, and I thought it was important to take the risk.
Hi, this is Peyton Dixon of Historic Experience. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and keep watching so you can learn more history and make even better history.